So what's going on, guys? It's Anime1 back here with another video, and today I'm here with another part of What If Naruto Was Neglected and Isshiki's Karma. So if you guys like the content in the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And while we're at it, also like this video. So let's begin the video. Boos were around Naruto as he looked at them. What is the meaning of this? Naruto said, as the Anbus put their sword right at his neck. Naruto Uzumaki, you are arrested. For reasons that you know very well. Naruto narrowed his eyes. Minato doesn't trust me, does he? He thinks that this mark that I have is a threat to the village. Very well then. Do whatever you want, said Naruto. As soon as he said that, chakra suppression seals were placed on him as they took him to the Hokage's office. Once they arrived at the Hokage's office, Naruto met Minato's cold blue eyes. That were the eyes of the Hokage, not someone he knew. His father or Minato may have looked at him with sympathy or sometimes, love. But right now, it was pure, the eyes of the Hokage, cold and emotionless. He would only make decisions logically, not emotionally, and Naruto knew that. So, Lord Hokage, why am I here? Naruto asked. Minato stood up from his chair as he walked towards Naruto. Don't act like a fool, Naruto. You know very well why you're here. You managed to defeat 4 perfect Jinchurikis all at the same time. A feat that even I, as Yellow Flash and the Hokage of this village, who is the strongest in the village, cannot achieve. I had defeated Orochimaru pretty badly, but I was interfered by a man, and I don't know who he was, but he was using the same black rods that you were using while defeating the 4 Jinchurikis. We did an investigation. I didn't want to believe it, but we suspect you are the same man that interfered in the battle with me and Orochimaru to let the snake flee, said Minato. Naruto shrugged. You can think what you want, Lord Hokage, but the truth is, whatever I'm doing is because of this mark. This mark has given me power beyond imagination. I'm stronger than you right now, and that's the true fact. As much as you don't want to like it, Menma and the others are jealous. Villagers are afraid. You can put me in the cell if you want, but that's not gonna accomplish anything. It's just gonna be a prolonged thing that will have to release me eventually. It's just that, said Naruto. Minato gave him a nod. That's the exact reason why I called you here. You'll be taken to an interrogation party with Ibiki, and once it confirms that you're not that man that we're seeking for, we'll read your mind, and just to make confirmation. And once that happens, you're free to go. You'll be sent to the prison for 1 or 2 days at the max, but that's the maximum punishment you're gonna get. That is, if you're not the man that had attacked me, said Minato with a slight glare. Naruto shrugged. You can think what you want, but you're not gonna get any answers. So let's go. Let's get this over with. Why Naruto was not worried? Well, the answer was simple. The first reason was the one who actually injured Minato was Isshiki controlling his body, not Naruto particularly, so he didn't have any memories of that. And for the time of when he injured Shisui, he doubted that they would go that back into his memories. They would probably go into the part when the Chunin exam started, and they would probably see his battle with the tail beasts at the max, and figure out his abilities or some shit. But he had a solution for that. The chakra suppression seals, that they suppressed his chakra, but not the chakra of the karma and Isshiki's. These chakra suppression seals were too weak for that. No one in this earth could suppress Ishiki's chakra. It was as simple as that. Naruto, once he arrived at the interrogation department, looked around as he saw Ibiki standing there. Ibiki, once the Anbus left, leaving Naruto and Ibiki alone. As Naruto looked at Ibiki with a slight nonchalant look. So, you are pretty aware why you're brought here, aren't you? Ibiki asked. Yes, I am. So, let's get this done with. You can ask any question if you want. I'll answer them truthfully, said Naruto. Ibiki gave him a nod. That's what we're hoping for, but if you lie, you do know that I'm a mind reader, and I can do anything that I want to you to get the truth out, said Ibiki. Naruto gave him a nod. I'm very well aware of that, Ibiki. Get this started. Ibiki started questioning. His first question was pretty simple. What is this mark? Said the Ibiki, pointing towards Naruto's palm. I have no idea. I got it since the moment I was birthed, and it never activated. The first time I used this mark was when I went to the snow country and I nearly lost my life. It activated, and anything I did after that was completely instinctual. I've been actually training with this mark for quite some time, 2 or 3 months, and I've almost mastered most of it, said Naruto. Ibiki nodded. Well, that's logical. Well, the other question is, what are the abilities you have? Naruto started speaking. The first one is called Sakuna Hikona, the ability where I could shrink any object, to any non-living object, and then I can restore them to their original size, and I can also do that with myself. I can shrink myself anytime I want, and also restore myself to my original size, said Naruto. Ibiki actually was, well, pretty surprised with that. You mean the black cubes? Naruto nodded. I had some of them in my pocket. I just wanted to see if, we could do anything with them. So I simply I simply restored them to their original size when I fought the tail beast. That's all, said Naruto. Ibiki nodded. Well, that makes sense. But now, the other question is, do you know anything about this character who wears a white mask and his name is Void? Said Ibiki. Naruto shook his head. I have no idea who that man is. And as for the black rods, these black rods, said Naruto, as he pointed at the desk where the black rods were. Ibiki was going to ask him questions about that, so he was going to answer it anyway. Are made up of, well, 5 chakra elements combined together in one. It's as simple as that. Because of that, these are very strong. And if I can do it, so can the other people. I simply could use this because, well, it came with my abilities. One of the things that I can do is simply produce these black rods out of nothing, said Naruto. Ibiki nodded. Well, and how can you do that? Are you suggesting that you have all 5 chakra niches and you have full control over them? Naruto nodded. Indeed, I do, said Naruto. Okay then, that's enough, said Ibiki. He got all the answers to the question that he wanted. Well, the one question that he had, are you gonna betray the leaf? Said Ibiki. This question was rather outright. Naruto looked at the man. I might not. This village has scorned me, hated me for something that I didn't have or didn't do. My family has nothing but also a victim in this. So can you honestly blame me if I have the thoughts of leaving this village sometimes? But honestly, if I do leave this village, where will I go? That's the main question. The simple answer is nowhere. I have nowhere to go instead of Konoha. It's rather sad, but it's the cruel reality, said Naruto. Hibiki nodded. Well then, our session is over. You have told me everything that I wanted. I'll be giving this report to the Hokage. You can go to the Aiki department after this. The Hanbus are waiting for you outside, said Hibiki as Naruto gave him a nod. as the envoys came inside the room and took Naruto to the Aiki department. Once Naruto arrived at the Aiki department, he met Inoichi there. Hey there, Naruto, said Inoichi. Naruto nodded. Hey there, Inoichi. Just to make sure, you did go a session with Ibiki, right? Naruto nodded. Did he do anything, torturous? Because if he did, I'll suggest we give you a 2 or 3 day break, then continue this process. Naruto shook his head. No, he didn't. He simply asked me questions and answered them honestly. That's all, said Naruto. Inoichi nodded. Very well then, you may sit there and we can go on with the procedure, said Inoichi. Naruto did as he was told. Inoichi put his hand on Naruto's head as everything happened. Inoichi saw most of Naruto's memories, as he saw all of Naruto's memories after the preliminaries of the tuning exams had started. And since that moment, he didn't saw anything suspicious, so he let go. I don't see anything suspicious, so we're free to go. I'll report this to Lord Hokage. Naruto gave him a nod, but he'll be taken to prison for 2 or 3 days. After investigation is completely over, you can be free as you were before, said Inoichi. The Anbu guards took Naruto to a prison as they locked it. Naruto sat down in the prison as he thought about his life till now. He could easily escape from here, but what would be the point? Nothing. Well, he was gonna leave this village sooner or later. He then started burning off the seals by activating his karma. His chakra suppressant seals are nothing. Because he was an Otsutsuki and he had perfect chakra control, he can suppress his chakra to the extent that it was unsensible. But then he also could make his chakra go wild, so that it could be, felt throughout the universe, like how Ragnarok Otsutsuki chakra could be felt. Naruto shivered at that thought. Isshiki admitting that there's someone stronger than him was, a disturbing thought. Isshiki did admit that the power gap was not too huge, but the power gap was still there, and Naruto knew for a fact that he wasn't at Isshiki's level. Whenever Isshiki came out, the tail beasts were sweating. While battling him, they were not. They were simply fighting for survival. When Isshiki came out, they became like little pets that knew that they could not go against their master. That was just how powerful Ishiki's presence was. And Naruto knew he wasn't at that level, even if he had Ishiki's karma. Being in someone's level and having their ability are two completely different things. And Naruto knew that for a fact. 2 days, Naruto thought. He felt someone coming towards the cell. Then he saw the Warhawk. Danzo, said Naruto. I suspected that you were the one who attacked the Hokage. But surprisingly, you aren't, even after all the investigations done on you. I'm confident in our shinobis, but yet, nothing happened. No information. You truly are truly are great at mastering your emotions, Naruto Uzumaki, said Danzo, and Naruto stood up as he looked at Danzo. You are a peasant to me, Danzo. Nothing you do will ever scare me. I'm a god compared to you. Do you honestly believe that you have any control over me? Said Naruto with a smirk. Danzo looked at the boy, again with an emotionless mask, as he had lifted up his, headband, or the bandages that he had over his right eye. You will obey me, pet, said Danzo. But to his surprise, nothing happened. What? Thought Danzo. What are you doing? That's a cool Sharingan you have over there. Naruto said with a smirk. He knew exactly what Danzo was trying to do, but it wouldn't work. Otsutsukis were a different breed altogether. Something like that wouldn't work. I said to you, Danzo, I'm over all of you. Your simple tricks are not gonna work against me. Mind controls are impossible to work against me. It's simple as that, said Naruto. Danzo gritted his teeth, and now he was angry. How the hell are you doing this? Who in the world are you exactly? Said Danzo. Naruto. Naruto's karma starts spreading throughout his body. I am Naruto Otsutsuki, Naruto said, as the karma started retracting. As Danzo simply thought it was a seal malfunctioning or some shit. Because of that, the karma started spreading. But he saw the seals that were in Naruto's body, so he didn't question it. We'll meet again, Naruto Uzumaki. Even if you tell anyone about this revelation, no one will believe you. It's as simple as that. As always, I can just pull out my eye and then pull it back anytime. But you, on the other hand, you are not someone that people of this village trust. Even your own father doesn't trust you, including your family. The only ones that actually have some trust on you are your teammates and your sensei. But even now, I don't think that you're on best terms with them, said Danzo with a smirk as he started walking away. Naruto shrugged. The fool really thought that he needed someone. He was gonna build his own village, and he was gonna be the leader of that. That reminded him. Naruto opened up a portal as he stepped right through it, leaving a clone in the cell. As he did that, he appeared in the snow country. He landed down as he went towards where the shinobis were training. Zabuza, Haku, Mugetsu, Shigetsu, and the Sound Trio. Well, hello there, said Naruto, as they all looked at him. Sir, you've arrived, said Zabuza. Naruto gave him a nod. Indeed I have, but, Zabuza, I want you all to come to Konoha in a few days. Not a few days, tomorrow, sharp at 12 p.m., said Naruto. Zabuza gave him a perplexed look. Why? Said Zabuza. I've been taken as a captive in Konoha for a few days. I want to leave the village, and I want to make sure that people of Konoha fear us. That's the main reason, said Naruto. Zabuza grinned under his mask. Gladly. I'm glad to show my new powers that I've acquired. While training all this time, working my ass off. I'll be more than glad to come. And who else is gonna be accompanying me? There's Haku, of course. You two work together. The best. It'll be best for you both to come. I'm pretty sure you both are already, well, at least Haku is an A rank, and Zabuza, you're already A rank, bordering S rank, but now I can sense it. You are an S rank shinobi that rivals Kisame Hoshigaki in power, or aren't you? Zabuza smirked under his mask. You have no idea, sir. But let's get this done with. Naruto nodded as he created a portal. Step through. This will give it send it to a location that the Hokage and the others cannot sense in Konoha, and you will be safe to return to there. After a breakout, we'll go to meet my teammates, and after that, after making things clear with them, we'll go. Do you understand that? So Naruto said as Zabuza nodded. Very well then. We'll be there. Zabuza said as he stepped through the portal with Haku. Naruto looked at Mugetsu, Shigetsu, and the Sound Trio. Well, you five continue on training. There are going to be more people coming in the future. It's simple. We're going to be expanding our military. The Snow Village is already expanding its military because of Gatsu Shipping Company that we have taken over. Our economy is booming, as we know that. Snow Country's technology is advancing heavily, and that simply means we are getting more people, and our shinobis are getting stronger as well. Samurais have also come in, so the Kenjutsu department is taken care of. All we need are commanders, higher-ups. That's where you all come in. That's why I need you all. At least 10,000 shinobis in total at our village. But the quantity, even if we don't have the quantity, we will have the quality of our shinobis. The commanders all are going to be S rank. It's as simple as that. We have to be a group that rivals the Akatsuki in power, said Naruto. The Akatsuki? What's that? Said Sugetsu. I'll tell you about it some other time. But for right now, just be aware, said Naruto. Before he could leave, Sugetsu spoke. Sir, I have something to say. Naruto looked back. What is it, Sugetsu? There are some people that you might want to recruit. Naruto got a perplexed look on his face. You have got my attention. And who may they be? Gurren, he's a lackey of Orochimaru. And also, Jugo. He has a bloodline that can manifest nature energy passively. But the only thing is that he goes out of control. But if we have someone or something that can make him not lose his mind, he's gonna be a valuable asset, said Sugetsu. Naruto gave it a thought. Well, that's gonna be interesting for sure. I'll go there when Sasuke Uchiha leaves the village to search for power with Orochimaru. Uh, how? But why would Sasuke search for power? It's simple, said Naruto. Jealousy is something that cannot be cured until you surpass the person that you're jealous of. Sasuke is too jealous of me, and his own sister, so he would do anything to gain power. It's as simple as that, said Naruto. As Sugetsu nodded, Naruto vanished. As all of them aside, whenever their leader was there, the pressure was extremely high in the air. Naruto appeared a distance away as he looked around. Now, a sensor here, somewhere around here, he thought, as he looked behind him to see a voice calling out for him. Well, you have not visited for a while, said Koiki as he came out. She had a smile on her face. Naruto smiled. Well, to get the condition of the village. Who would be better to ask than you? Koiki. She said as Koiki started walking beside him. Well, the village is doing good. Ever since she took over Gachi's shipping company, and ever since we are getting all the resources that we want from there, and also not to mention that we are expanding our territory. Because of that, the economy has been booming, and we have been advancing our technology. Not to mention, 4 ninja academies have been opened all over the land of snows. So people, or children, are eager to become ninja. It's obvious that the training resume is also working that you gave us, and our shinobis are becoming strong. I'm pretty sure in a few years we'll rival the 5 great nations in power, said Koiki as Naruto smirked in that. When you say it like that, it makes me happy. Well, how's the inflation going on? Is it too much or... She actually gave him a perplexed look. Actually, there is not much inflation in the commodities, but deflation we're talking about, even that's not there. The economy is really stable right now. She said, well, a little bit of inflation must be there. She gave him a toothy grin. Well, that is needed for the economy. That's a little bit of inflation is always needed. You know that better than anyone, Naruto. She said. Naruto gave her a nod. Yes, indeed. Just continue to do the good work that you're doing. Well, I am the daimyo, but it sounds like you're the one giving me commands, she said. Naruto laughed. Well, you're right. I'm sorry, daimyo-sama. That's part of my intrusion, but I would have to go now, Naruto said in a sarcastic voice. Koiki got a tick mark on her forehead. Why you? She said, but before she could do anything, Naruto vanished. Koiki sighed. What a troublesome Kage I'm gonna have for my military forces, she said with a smile. Meanwhile, in Konoha, time skip, 1 day later, Naruto was in his cell. Or, that is what people of the village thought the whole day. Once the Anbus came in. What? He's gone, said one of the Anbus. What? But how did he? No way. Don't tell me. They all thought, as they all looked at the completely destroyed wall that was behind them. Shit, we have to inform Lord Hokage about this immediately, said one of the envoys that had disappeared, to inform Minato about this information. Meanwhile, with Naruto, who was walking towards Zabuza and Haku, as he took the cloak, the Harry that Isshiki wore, as he wore it around him. Hey, let's go. Let's give my teammates a little visit, said Naruto, as Haku and Zabuza nodded. In Konoha Uchiha compound, Shisui, Yoroichi, and Sari were not having a good times because it was mainly Sari and Yoroichi because Shisui was training their ass off. Shisui has never been this hard in the training. Well, why are you training us so hard? We were promoted to Chunin, damn it, she said. As Shisui shrugged. Well, you have to be strong. You saw Naruto's strength, didn't you? He was well above Jonin level. That just proves how much of a power gap there is between you and him. You want to surpass him, don't you, Sari? You were the one who told me that you want to be eye to eye, to look him eye to eye and stand beside him. I was not the one who said that. Sari blushed. Well, that's just, before she could complete, they felt a heavy pressure in the training ground that they were in. Hey, they heard a voice. To see Naruto, he was a little different. His white hariri with red markings all over it that reached down up to his ankles. Well, Naruto, we wanted to talk to you, said Yoroichi. Naruto gave them all a little look. Well, that would be the case. Shisui was about to attack Naruto, but before he could, a rod appeared in Naruto's hand as he blocked Shisui's tanto. What are you doing outside the cell? You were arrested yesterday, Shisui said, in a deadly tone. Naruto smirked at the Uchiha. No need to get hasty, Shisui. It's just I wanted to pay my old team a visit before I go. Go to where, Naruto? Naruto smirked. You know very well, Shisui. You suspected this right from the beginning. Are you honestly surprised? Shisui closed his eyes. No, I'm not, but I was always hoping it was not the case, since the emotions that you showed, they could not be faked. You love this team, Naruto. Even you know it. Naruto looked at Shisui as he sighed. That's the delusion that you're having. Well, let's have a little chit-chat to make things clear. Naruto said, as he held his hand out as a table appeared with 4 chairs around it. Let's take a seat, said Naruto. Shisui let the Tanzo go as he took a seat. After we are done with this conversation, Naruto, you're going to the prison, said Shisui. Naruto shrugged. You can try if you want, but let's have a nice, little, civilized conversation, said Naruto. Yorichi was the first one to speak. Naruto, we want to talk to you as well. Yes, Naruto, why did you said what you said that time? You mean the time when I told that our team was over and you both were holding me back? Said Naruto. They both nodded. Whatever I say, I say with my own free will. I am free. And the thing that I seek the most is freedom. That I cannot gain from being in this village. I cannot gain my freedom, said Naruto. They all widened their eyes. Don't tell me, you. Yes, I'm gonna be leaving the village after we have this conversation and get our priorities straight. Just to make things clear, said Naruto. What? Why? Said Sayuri. She was not having a good time right now. Her emotions were everywhere. It's simple. The reason is Konoha itself is a corrupted village to its core. Not to mention, my past with this village is not the greatest. I really feel like I'm intoxicated over here, said Naruto. And you know something, both of you. What I hate the most in this world, people who are gifted and do not do anything. They don't work hard for anything. That's what I hate the most. I respect my father, Minato Namikaze, because he was not born from any prestigious clan, and yet he climbed up the ranks as the Hokage due to his sheer hard work and his intelligence. Unlike the Uchiha, Hyuga, and you, Yoruichi, your clan bloodline limits is something that even surpasses the Sharingan. You know it better than that and than anyone. The Shisui sensei must have told you about it. Yoichi looked at Shisui. What did Naruto mean by that? By the look on your face, looks like you didn't know. Well, very well then, I'll tell you. The sun breathing, it's a technique that is very hard to master. Not many people can do it. Only 1 out of every 1 million people actually are born with it. And out of those 1 million people, your clan had 100 members. And even if they only had 100 members, they were a threat. So they were wiped out. You alone were survival when you were a kid, and you were brought into this village as make it sure that the Kibutsuji clan doesn't go anywhere but stay in Konoha. It's these fools simply do not understand. Even if you can use the sun breathing. It isn't guaranteed that your offsprings might. They're this blessed. The Konoha is this blessed that you are able to use it. To the extent that is actually quite frightening, but it doesn't matter anyways. You've never worked hard in your life, Yoruichi. All you have done is depend on your sun breathing. Have you ever even thought about the others who are climbing up the ranks through sheer hard work? The CC, I'll admit, you do work hard, but you depend on your bloodline too much, said Naruto, and I hate that the most. Naruto, you can't. Sorry, that includes you and Shisui Sensei too, and specifically you. I've always hated that about you. I mean, look at you. Always looking at you made me sick to my stomach, angry. You always teased me at the academy, said so many things to me that actually, if I didn't have my sanity, I would actually have considered killing myself. I actually did when you said those things to me. Sorry actually widened your eyes at a horror look came on her face. She always said to Naruto to get his attention that he was a failure and he should kill himself, but she never actually meant it. She didn't know that it affected him so much. It's just disgusting how far you have fallen, and that disgusting bloodline of yours. I really am just disgusted to be in this team. Every single moment, it's just like I'm in a pit of stinking brats that know nothing and that just blessed with talent. It disgusts me, said Naruto. Sorry. Ever since we were little kids, all I felt towards you is hatred, said Naruto. Naruto, said Yoruichi as his eyes were now red and orange mist. How dare you say that to Sayori? He said as in a flash Yoruichi was in front of Naruto, as he punched Naruto away, as Naruto landed a little distance away, as Sayori was now crying. That hurt, even for her. I mean, Naruto saying that he hates her. Naruto said that as he dodged a punch from Yoruichi, as he punched Yoruichi under the chin. As he punched Yoruichi under the chin and grabbed his collar and slammed Yoruichi into the tree. Hey, Yoruichi, get up. Have you ever wondered, ever since we were in the academy, why have we never fought? Even after basically knowing each other our whole lives. It's simple, said Naruto. as he dodged a punch from Yoriichi and punched Yoriichi right on the face. Because you and I could never have a fair fight, said Naruto as he punched the shit out of Yoriichi and grabbed his skull and slammed it into his knee. As Yoriichi dropped to his knees, bloody and battered, Sayuri just looked at the scene with tears in her eyes. Shisui was just speechless. Naruto, Shisui said, as he took out his tanto as fire started surrounding it. You are arrested hereby as a rogue ninja and someone who is assaulting a Konoha ninja as well. You will not leave this village, said Shisui. Naruto looked at Shisui with an amused smile. I defeated 4-tailed beasts by myself. What do you think that you can do, Shisui? Shisui just looked at Naruto. I don't know what I can do, but his eyes started spinning as they changed. I will give it my all. Make sure that you don't step a foot outside of this village. Doesn't matter if you defeated 4-tailed beasts. I will make it sure. Shisui said as green aura started surrounding him, as the Susanoo took form and it soon came to his armored stage. Shisui held his hand out, as so did his Susanoo. As once the Susanoo held his hand out, a drill of completely made up chakra started forming. I'll make sure that I stop you here and right now. You brought down the drill of the Susanoo, but as he made contact, Naruto vanished. Where did he go? I cannot sense him anywhere, Shisui thought. But before anything, Naruto appeared in front of the Susanoo. This is gonna be amusing, thought Naruto. He really wanted to see Shisui's reaction to this. He came down as he applied all the chakra to his feet. As he came down, Shisui smirked. No, not even a Bijudama can get through this. Your kick alone. But before he could complete the sentence, his eyes rolled back as Naruto completely kicked Shisui through the Susanoo. Ow, Shisui thought, as he was sent skidding back. He destroyed several trees as then he stopped. He was completely knocked out. Naruto then looked at Sayuri, and your Sayuri, that was only the one that was left standing. Do you want to give it a try as well? Try and stop me? Well, I doubt that you could, since you're an emotional wreck right now, Sayuri. Farewell, said Naruto, as he vanished. Outside, Zabuza and Haku were holding up the Anbus that were trying to get in, as Naruto appeared in front of them. Well, it's over. Let's go, said Naruto, as both of them nodded. A portal appeared beside Naruto, a red one, as he let Haku and Zabuza step through it first, as he blocked the Anbu's way. As then, Naruto waved his hand as a wall of black rods appeared in front of them, as Anbus could not get through it. Farewell, Konoha, said Naruto as he stepped through the portal. It was over, and time skip was about to happen. Meanwhile, Sasuke was, well, having a good time, he would say. Why? Because the Sun 4 came to him and asked him whether he wanted to join Orochimaru or not, and the simple answer was, well, of course he wanted to join Orochimaru. Who would deny a chance to get a training from a Sanin, nonetheless? But there was a commotion going on in the village of Naruto escaping, and this was his perfect chance. With the commotion going on, he would get away unsensed. That was what Sasuke thought, but unknown to him, someone was sitting right on the top of his head, just sitting there. It was Naruto in his shrunken down form. Now, Sasuke, let's see how much your jealousy and that Uchiha curse of hatred is willing to take you. Naruto, as he saw Sasuke meeting up with the Sound 4. Well, they all have interesting abilities to say the least. They may be useful, thought Naruto. Oh, I forgot about the stone girl. She's still pretty terrified. She'll be useful. thought Naruto. He opened up a small portal as he made a clone. Go meet with the that's what was her name again? Yeah, Sesame. That was her name. Go meet with her. Tell her that I'm offering her to join my side. That's gonna be enough. I've put fear into her so deep in her heart that Tsuyu will not be able to deny the offer, said Naruto as the clone nodded and left to the portal to go to the location in the stone village where Sesame was at. Meanwhile, in the stone village, as the portal opened, as Sesame opened her eyes as he sensed someone present. No, it couldn't be him. She jumped back as she completely dropped her knees. No, stay back, she said, to the figure that was in front of her. Naruto was looking at her as she was just, well, looking at her, doing nothing. Hello there, Sesame. I hope you do remember me, Naruto said. She threw stuff at him, but Naruto, well, before it could reach him, they disappeared. Stay away from me, you monster, she said. The clone Naruto chuckled. A monster, you say? You mean someone who's unstoppable? Who would have thought that the original and it sounds so much to you? Well, it's obvious why he did it. He wanted you to come and join me. Come, join me, Sesame. Join you, she said. Yes, join me. Be at the top of the world. We'll be at the top of the world. We'll control the entire world under our palm. That's what their chief wants. Don't you want to be a part of it? The part of the greatest nation. And that's gonna be accomplished in 3 years. You know better than anyone what Chief showed you and the depth of his true power. You know better than anyone that even the Tsuchikage or even if all the 5 Kages combined their strength, they are no match for him, said the clone Naruto. Sesame gave him a nod. Yes, I know. When he touched me, I sensed so much chakra, malice, that it was unbelievable, she said. The clone Naruto nodded. I'm only a percentage of that power, yet I can wreck this entire village if I want to. You understand what that means? Naruto said. Sesame nodded. Very well then, I'll join you, but on only one condition, she said. The clone raised his eyebrow. What is it? That you will not harm the stone village in any shape or form, she said. Naruto clone smirked. It's a deal. Meanwhile, with Sasuke was running to the forest, and because, well, there was no Sakura to inform the Hokage, nobody really knew where Sasuke really was. They thought he was playing or some shit. Meanwhile, Naruto was on top of Sasuke's head. Well, this is gonna take some while, he said as he slept. After a few hours, Naruto opened his eyes in a shrunken down form. He saw Sasuke in front of Orochimaru. Well, since he's here. Naruto got off Sasuke's forehead and, it landed on the ground. Well, it's no use hiding my presence anymore, Naruto said, as he got to his original size. Sasuke and Orochimaru's eyes widened. What the? How the hell are you here? Orochimaru said. Naruto smirked. No, is that any way to greet someone that saved your lowly life as? Orochimaru said Naruto. Orochimaru gritted his teeth. You were the one who defeated the four Jinchurikis. If you would have not interfered, Konoha would be destroyed right now, said Orochimaru. Naruto shrugged. I wanted to have a good fight, but the Jinchurikis were a disappointment. Honestly, said Naruto as he shook his head. But I want something from you, Orochimaru. Where this woman named Guin and this fellow named Jugo, said Naruto. Orochimaru narrowed his eyes at the Naruto. What do you want with them? He said. He was reaching for his Kusanagi blade, but before he could, he found that his sword was not there. And then Naruto had the Kusanagi sword in his hand. What a handy sword, said Naruto. As he started applying to pressure through the sword, as the sword broke in half. Orochimaru widened his eyes. That sword, it's supposed to be unbreakable. So said to be the Susanoo's ultimate defense. It doesn't matter. Tell me where they are, or would you rather want to die? You do know I'm very capable of doing that. Naruto said as the calm started spreading throughout his body as his eyes changed to the Dharmagan and the Byakugan. Well, Orochimaru thought, I cannot escape from him. He's too strong. Even if I get Sasuke's body, he's on a completely different level. Manhandling four-tailed beasts of feet, that's equivalent to Madara Uchiha. I have to take this cautiously. I cannot afford to slip up right now. Orochimaru thought. Gurren is at one of our shown bases, and Jugo is at an insane asylum. So you'll meet them both at there. Naruto bowed down to Orochimaru in a sarcastic manner, of course. Very well. Pardon my intrusion, Lord Orochimaru, Naruto said as he created a portal and stepped right through it. The next second, he was at the base that Orochimaru told him Karin was. Karin, that was inside, widened her eyes as he sensed the chakra. What the hell is this? Karin thought. This chakra. It's so much. Even tail beast pale in comparison, she thought. As just then, black rods came in down upon all the people that were there, as most of them were killed. Only C survived. Karin looked down. The entire building was destroyed. Who was this man? She looked up to see Naruto floating up in the air. As the sun was shining behind him, he looked like a god. Karin Uzumaki, follow me, he said. As he said that, he opened up a portal towards Karin as Karin was warped away towards the snow country. One down, two more to go, Naruto said. As he opened up a portal, and the next second, he was in front of Gurren. Who are you? Said Gurren. My name is Naruto Otsutsuki. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Gurren. However, said Naruto, as he waved his hand, several black rods pierced right through Gurren. What the hell? I didn't even sense anything, she thought. As Naruto walked towards her, you're gonna be joining my ranks. Orochimaru has sold you out, poor little girl, said Naruto. Gurren widened her eyes. No, Orochimaru-sama wouldn't. Well, let me show it to you then. Naruto tapped her forehead as he showed her the memory. You bastard. You were the one who killed him in the first place. He did it out of fear. Well, whether it's out of fear or whether he doesn't need you, that really doesn't matter now, does it? The fact is that he sold you out, Gurren. You're not useful to him anymore. The fact is as simple as that. Naruto said. Gurren looked down as a portal opened and warped her away as well. One more to go, thought Naruto, as he opened up another portal and stepped right through it. And the next second, he was at the insane asylum where, Orochimaru told him where Jugo was. Naruto closed his eyes as he starts feeling the presence. He found them, the most largest one. That must be Jugo, Naruto thought as he vanished. In a few seconds, he was, at the room of Jugo. Well, it stinks over here. Smells like bitch. But, I have work to do, said said Naruto as he held his hand out. A red beam started forming as he completely destroyed the entrance. He stepped inside to see Jugo, well, chained down. Well, would you look at that? Said Naruto. Jugo looked up. Don't come near me, you're gonna get hurt, he said. No, little kitty cat. I wouldn't say that, now would I, since you don't even know me. Well, my name is Naruto Tsuki, the one who's gonna be your master now, said Naruto. As Jugo looked up at him, my master, said Jugo. Naruto nodded, yes. Don't you want to get control over your bloodline? To have nature energy at your disposal but also be in control. Don't you want that, Jugo? Said Naruto. Jugo nodded. If you want that, come, join me. I'll make sure that that happens with the training I'm gonna give you. You're gonna be the best at one of my rankings. Join me. Orochimaru cannot give you anything. I can give you anything you want. It's as simple as that. Jugo looked up at him. As his curse mark started spreading, Jugo got a crazy look on his face now. Kill, you bastard. Do you really think I'm gonna join you? I'm gonna turn you into mush and feed it to your wives and kids before I join you, Jugo said as he broke the chains that were around him. Naruto sighed. Well, why couldn't things go normal? He thought, as black rats pierced all over Jugo. He was healing, but, well, as he was healing, black rats pierced him again. Well, we can keep this going on the whole day, or I can just kill you right here and now, Naruto said as he released his killing intent. Sensing this, Jugo's curse mark started reciting. As Naruto looked at Jugo, you are gonna be the same as the other three. They really didn't want to join, but I didn't leave them much of a choice now, did I? Naruto said as he opened his palm and a portal appeared right beside Jugo as it started warping him away. This is done. Naruto yawned. Well, let's go back. I really do deserve a sleep, thought Naruto, as he opened up a portal, and next second he was in the snow village. Meanwhile, in Konoha, Minato threw the desk as he was angry. The brat had escaped. Well, his son had escaped. He wasn't in a good mood. Naruto, well, had proven that he had no intentions to stay in the village. And he had proven that he was stronger than anyone could ever imagine. He was stronger than him, stronger than Jiraiya, stronger than Hiruzen. No one could stop Naruto right now. No one in the world. Minato doubted that anyone could. It was just that he was getting frustrating. First, the masked man that attacked the village 13 years ago that he still couldn't find. And now Naruto. Two major threats to Konoha. Minato sighed as he took out a bottle and started drinking. He needed to do something about this shit. Meanwhile, in the Uzumaki household, Kushina was in her room just sitting down, her knees up to her chest as she had a dead look in her eyes. Mito didn't like seeing her mom like this, and she knew the reason why it was. Naruto had left the village. It was as simple as that. Well, they were getting somewhere with Naruto, or at least that is what they thought. Naruto never saw them as family, and he never would. He even announced in the tuning exams publicly that he was not an Uzumaki. He chose a weird surname, named Rototsuki, but Mito couldn't get a hold of it. She had a determined look in her eyes. She would bring Naruto back to the Hidden Leaf, and they would be a family, happy family again. Meanwhile, Menma has punched the wall. That loser. He has so much power. Menma clenched his fist. I need to master the power of the Nine Tails if I ever hope to defeat him and kill him. Menma thought. He was dark, and that was showing. Jiraiya appeared in front of Menma. Menma, call your sister here. I want to have a little chit chat with both of you. Jiraiya said. Menma nodded as he went to call Mito. Once he was down, Jiraiya started talking. I talked with the father, and your mother, she's probably not gonna allow it. That's why we're not gonna tell her about this. But we're gonna go on a 3-year training trip. And in this, I'm gonna make sure that I teach you everything I know. Are we both clear? He said. They both gave him a nod. We have to be ready for the Akatsuki, a group of mercenaries that are coming. And also, I have to give you information. Sasuke Uchiha has left the Hidden Leaf. Menma's Mito's eyes widened at that. What? Said both of them. Yes, Sasuke has left the Hidden Leaf village. And, well, he has gone to Orochimaru for power. Probably because he's jealous of you, both of you, and your Naruto. And also his, well, elder sister. It says that Sasuke was never raised correctly. I really can't blame him, but, well, it is what it is. I just wanted to inform you about this, said Jiraiya. Both of them clenched their fist. Add Sasuke to the list of killing, thought Menma. Add Sasuke to the list of bringing back, thought Mito. Meanwhile, at the Uchiha compound, Mikoto knocked on Sairi's door as there was no answer. Dear, dinner is ready. Please come down. You have to eat, said Mikoto. Mom, I don't wanna, said Sairi. Mikoto opened the door as he saw her daughter again, just sitting there, her knees up to her chest as she had her hands wrapped around her knees. She was not looking good. Sorry, you have to get over it sometime or another. Your brother left, and I know that didn't affect you much. Naruto, that's what affected you, didn't it? Sorry just looked at her mom as tears immediately came to his eyes. Mom, he said that he hated me. Sorry said. Mikoto immediately pulled her daughter to a hug. Oh, poor little girl, don't worry. Everything is gonna be alright. I think Naruto just wants to push you away, but don't give up on him. You have to bring him back to the Hidden Leaf. That's what you want, right? You'll just not give up on him. But if you do, no one can blame you. After all, he hurt you very much, said Mikoto. Sairi just kept on crying on her mother's chest, as after a while, she stopped crying as she was asleep. Mikoto sighed. Well, she'll have dinner. Well, when she wakes up, she would be sure that her daughter would be fine, but the wounds just take time to heal. She didn't know why Naruto did what he did, but Naruto was a mystery in the first place. No one understood him, and no one literally understood him. He was a mystery, and no one could blame him for leaving the Hidden Leaf Village. But what Mikoto hated about Naruto was the fact that he hurt Sairi so bad. It was just not necessary to hurt her this bad, she thought. With Yoriichi, he was swinging his blade around with, well, golden fire surrounding it. He sliced down a tree with more than less difficulty. He remembered Naruto's words. You depend on your son breathing too much. The golden flames died down as Yoriichi looked up at the sky. Naruto, what you said was total bullshit. I know that, because you yourself, with that mark of yours, you're dependent on us as well. If you said this to us, you are a hypocrite. But I know you're not a one. You wanted to push us away. But what you said to Sairi was more believable, since she did say those things to you. And, well, what you said to her hurt her very bad. Golden flames surrounded his swords again. You said my son breathing is my weakness, but in reality, it's my strength. He cut down a rock like a blade slicing through a butter as he seated his blade as he was panting. I'll make sure that I'm strong enough to face you when we meet again. I'll bring you back, said Yoriichi with a determined look on his eyes. So guys, this is where I end it. Everything is set up for the time skip. Well, when the time skip does happen, things are gonna get a little, crazy, you may say, because, well, on this planet right now, no one is strong enough to challenge Naruto, so I did introduce some character, as you guys know, Ragnarok, Otsutsuki, and of course, the Otsutsuki King, and those are the main challenges Naruto is gonna face after the time skip. But of course, Naruto is right now nowhere near their level. Naruto is nowhere near even Isshiki's level. So that's for that. But after the time skip, I don't know. You guys will see. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.